Guys, we did it. Thursday night up the creek. Let's hear it. Yeah. And now you got to watch Ed Miliband do stand-up. Not even the good Miliband. You know, with everything we've all collectively been through over the last couple of years, all the disease and the gaslighting, I'm starting to miss the simplicity of 2019. I can remember back then my entire generation were united in being furious at the elderly for voting for Brexit. And the general feeling was, this is all the old people's fault. Fuck all the old people. I hope something just comes along and wipes out all the old people. Well, you know what they say, be careful what you wish for when you're talking on a Huawei phone. Now, I do appreciate you laughing at that one, sir, because you're now on a database somewhere in Beijing. What was your name, sorry? And your postcode? You know, I think we've got to give the elderly a bit more love and a bit more respect. I spoke to my great auntie in the middle of the pandemic, and she's 92. And she said to me, Jonathan, I've lived through a lot. But I can tell you, I found this virus scarier than World War II. And that just made me think, how easy was war for women? Sadly, she did later pass away from that tricky old virus. But at least she died how she lived, screaming abuse at NHS workers. Now, I shouldn't joke about old ladies dying, especially in light of recent historical events. When did you guys sad when the Queen died? Yeah, a couple of you, yeah. See, I actually didn't feel anything when the Queen died, which I think was most likely the sertraline. But I felt like I had a bit of a duty to be a bit upset. So I read a load of articles about the Queen, and one of them that jumped out to me was about how she used to use her handbag to give signals to her staff when she was at an important event. So let's say she's talking to a world leader and she wants that conversation to end for some reason. So I don't know, let's say she's talking to Justin Trudeau and she's worried about getting brown face paint all over her clothes. What she would do is she'd take a handbag off one arm, put it on the other, and then someone would come along and interrupt that conversation. Very clever. Now a second signal she'd give is she'd get a handbag and she'd put it on her finger and then she'd spin it around and just throw it on the floor. And that meant she wanted a Capri Sun, so... Silly. One clap for the Capri Sun. Clap-free one? No, I didn't say that. That's just the tism. So yeah, so basically, now a third signal she'd give with a handbag, right, is she'd get it and she'd open it and she'd turn it upside down and shake it to show that it was empty. And that meant, for fuck's sake, we can't afford another one, Andrew. She looks 15. And all these articles I read about the Queen said the same thing, that she had a wonderful sense of humour, which is something I really didn't appreciate in a woman. So basically, that's fair. Yes, she loved a prank. The Queen loved a practical joke. She absolutely loved a prank. This one time, right, she got all these banana skins and put them all over the floor in this tunnel in Paris. It was a great prank. So funny. She killed. Now, call me a dreamer, but I think if the Queen had started putting pranks on TikTok, she could have become quite well known. Good. All right, let's change gears. So now my first ever serious relationship. Thanks. As opposed to my previous relationship, which was quite fun. My girlfriend loves Disney, so we watch a lot of that. What's your favourite classic Disney movie? Fox and the Hound. Your voice was not how I expected it to be. Fair enough. I mean, someone's going to get cancelled if you keep doing that voice. I mean, yeah. Fox and the Hound. You like the erotic stories between animals. We found the furry. That's pretty cool. Now, my girlfriend's favourite Disney princess is Cinderella, and I think it's because she relates to her, because she also needs to leave the party before midnight, or she transforms into a drunk cunt. It's terrible. But those stories are for another day. Do I have any fellow Jews in the audience?
Great.
No, this isn't going to work. All right, so I come from a Jewish family, right? Unfortunately, I've never really experienced that much anti-Semitism in my life. Although actually there was one time where I got shouted at on the way home from synagogue, but I think I was asking for it. I was wearing a very slutty yarmulke at the time. Small and leather, had juicy written on the back. Jewcy. That's a spelling joke for me. But recently I learned about this new kind of anti-Semitism that I hadn't heard about before, and this is something called Jewface. Now, I learned about this because the actress Dame Helen Mirren got in a bit of trouble for playing Golda Meir, the first Israeli female prime minister. And because she was a non-Jew playing a Jew, parts of the media like The Guardian and The Independent and other pretend newspapers said she was doing Jewface. Now, this really resonated with me because Jewface was my nickname at secondary school. And it was